If your makeup is looking bad, it could be because you're not doing your makeup to suit your contrast level. Here is an example. Why does Amanda Seyfried look way better in this photo than she does with this makeup look? So if you've been on TikTok in the last couple of weeks, you may have seen this idea of contrast makeup going viral. Honestly, it is pretty confusing, and so as your beauty bitch, I am here to break it down. There's even a filter going viral that helps you tell your contrast level that I will get to in part 2. Okay, so what does this all mean? So as you saw, there are 3 different contrast levels. So let's first start with low contrast. So somebody with low contrast is January Jones. She has very light coloring and very soft features. So because these people generally have more recessive features, they can often go from like a 7 to a 10 with just a little bit of makeup. So the key here is using a little bit of makeup, like a soft lipstick and a soft eye makeup, a little bit of a brow pencil to really bring forth those features in a way that's a little bit bolder and will add more contrast to your face. So these ladies generally look good in more of a clean girl aesthetic or a very soft glam that will really bring forth their features without overpowering them and making it look too harsh. Another example of a low contrast girly is Lily Rose Depp. You can see how some soft makeup can just really make her features really pop and add a little bit more contrast and depth into her face. Amanda Seyfried is also a low contrast, maybe medium contrast girly, but that's also why this bold eye look did not really look good on her. It was just really overpowering for her overall coloring and her features. I know it was artistic and it was supposed to look very red carpet in this moment, but it definitely was not her best makeup look. Now on the other side of the spectrum, we have our high contrast girlies. So these ladies tend to have very high contrast in their features. And what I mean by that is, for example, very dark hair, brows, eyes versus a light skin tone or some very bold facial features. And these bold features can be both beautiful but also sometimes overpowering. So the goal is to really highlight them, but to make sure that they're also balanced within your entire face. And so what I mean by that is a simple but bold eye look, like a nice plain smoky eye, a really well done cat eye, and then a very bold lip. Not necessarily like a bold red, it can be a bold red or a bold pink, but also just like a very pronounced, well put together lip look. These ladies rock a smoky eye so well, which I'm very jealous of because I feel like I don't look that great in them. But for example, you can't have like a crazy over the top eye look and then not balance it out with a lip. Here we have Anne Hathaway, who is a high contrast girl. And as you can see, she looks beautiful in both photos, but in my opinion, she looks a little bit better in this one. And the reason is because there's more balance in the makeup that she has. So on this side, her eye look on top is very intense and it's not super well balanced out with her lip color and the rest of her face. Whereas in this picture, she has an eye and lip that kind of really still highlight her beautiful, bold features, but in a way that kind of adds a little bit more symmetry and balance to her face. And then lastly, you have your medium contrast girlies like myself, but also like Jessica Alba. So these individuals have kind of a medium contrast level between their hair and their features, and they're a little bit more balanced. Which is great in one sense, but in another sense, it means that sometimes your face and your features can look very flat and lack dimension. Here is an example of Jessica Alba with no makeup and then her with makeup. And you can see, again, you don't want to overpower your face with anything too harsh, but at the same time, you want some soft, pronounced areas where you really add definition and dimension to your face. So now I speak to my fellow medium contrast girls directly. I'm going to show you some easy makeup steps that you can do to really best suit your contrast level.